Greetings and blessings to everyone who has been led here. It is not by coincidence. Listen from your heart and you will be able to know this. Listen from your heart and you will be able to judge for yourself about the quality of this message. It is written in Genesis 1:1, "In the beginning God created the heaven and the earth." Verse 2 then says, "The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters." Verse 3, "And God said, let there be light, and there was light." The source expresses through all that is for our perceiving. We are here. There is no denying. Lift your eyes and you will see. The truth of being needs no one to prove it. It stands for itself. The truth of infinite power, love, and wisdom is here. However one puts a label on this power, that is not important. The attitude of the heart about this reality, that's what matters. If the eye is closed to this truth, it is in darkness. It is obvious and clear that you are here. The writings in Genesis speaks of the beginning of heaven and earth. It is not speaking of the beginning of the source. Yet the Spirit of truth guides us into all truth. John 16 verse 13. It is seen that the source of all things exists outside of the heavenly realms and the earthly realms, outside of time and space, even before the manifest of the spiritual realms, which are called the heavenly realms. He is before the truth, that is, before light. All of these are expressions of himself, in part, but not the whole. Fractals. He is greater than all these. Therefore it is written, no one has ever seen the Father. John 1 verses 18. Genesis speaks of the Spirit of God moving after he created the heaven and the earth. Then it says, he said, let there be light. He who has ears to hear, let him hear what the Spirit says. Matthew 13 verse 9. The Spirit is in all things. In all things there are the outer darkness, the inner courts, the holies, and the holies of holies. These are dimensional realms that are here, not physical locations. The flesh profits nothing. It is the Spirit that is life. The words Jesus speak are spirit and life. John 6 verse 63. Jesus is the Word from the beginning, spoken by the Holy Spirit, that is from the Father. John 1 verses 1. Look and you will see. Revelations 3 verse 18. Eat and chew, swallow and digest. John 6:53. Seek, knock, and ask. Matthew 7 verse 7. Meditate on these sayings in Genesis. The Father is the one who carries the seed, so we say Father. Nevertheless, the source is expressed in both man and woman. God made heaven and earth. Then the Holy Spirit came forth from the invisible Father and spoke the Word, which is the Son, Jesus. No man has ever seen the Father. John 1 verses 18. The Father is beyond all conceptual thoughts, beyond all concepts, before they ever came to expression. Existence is the expression of one. The Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit, the Great Spirit, the source of all consciousness, the consciousness that all are having their beingness from. Acts 17, verse 28. This Holy Spirit, as described as holy, is above any earthly label, beyond accepting falsehoods, pure as water. This Holy Spirit is as the heart of the Father, expressed in the heavenly and earthly realms. This is the Holy Spirit that hovered above the waters after the earth and the heavens were made manifest from Him who is beyond all concepts and unperceivable. Flesh and blood can only perceive what can be measured biologically. It is obvious that biology has boundaries, beginnings and ends, and only the one that is superior has the ability to form the earth and the universe. It is plain that since He is superior, then He would be immeasurable, outside of boundaries, outside beginnings, outside ends, outside limits. Arrogance and pride would shut out this reasoning because it is not able to perceive what is beyond itself, even though the truth is here. It is enshrouding as the light. As a baby cannot fathom the life of their parent, or how their parent carries them or cares for them, nor can a child begin to perceive the complex thoughts of their parents, or how adults are managing. Neither can an elephant fit inside a small house. Yet we have Father's glory in these limited bodies. 2 Corinthians 4, verse 7. The Spirit of God. This is part of the One, the heart of the invisible mind of the Father, interacting with the heavenly and earthly realms. The Spirit, yet also being invisible, expressed energetically in the conceptual realms. We are the image of God. Therefore, the expression of the Spirit is known in us. The Spirit is the invisible realms within us. The Father is greater than all of these. Yet we are one with the Father, seeing that all of these are the Father. The Spirit is the energetic field of man, love and wisdom, emotions and thoughts, passion and imagination, hope and the substance. The thought life is an image of the Spirit. These are the unseen parts of a man that govern the life of all men. Every action is a result of thinking and emotion. Although these are the most powerful forces in the universe that comes forth from the Father, they are invisible in the physical plane, to the point that blind men are ignorant of its power over them, even though these are the forces that govern their life. Just as those who are thoughtless can fail to realize how dependent they are on the invisible air to exist in the body. Then there is the Word. The Spirit said, "Let there be," and there was. This is also seen in man, seeing we are the image of the Father. After the thought comes the Word. The Spirit is seen, expressed through the Word. The heart and what it loves is experienced in the physical realm when it is shown in what a person does. This is also what is called communion, when the heart is shared, What that person does is a living word. So when the Spirit said, that word is the Son of God. The pure word is Christ. Even before the word is spoken, it is already with that man. It lives with that man as the form of thought. The word is that man's image and thought. When the word is spoken, that man is made manifest. John 1 verses 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John 1 verse 3. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. John 1 verses 4. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. John 1 verses 14. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. John 1 verses 18. No man hath seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. John 14 verse 7. If ye had known me, ye should have known my Father also, and from henceforth ye know him and have seen him. John 14 verse 9. Jesus saith unto him, Have I been so long with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that hath seen me hath seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, Show us the Father? John 14 verse 10. Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. John 14 verse 11. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. The Word is the expression of the Father in the manifest realm. The Spirit, the heart of the Father, and these all are one. At that day, ye shall know that I am in the Father, and ye in me, and I in you. John 14 verse 20.